So I'll see you on the red carpet this fall. And if I don't, I'm gonna come knock a hole in your bathroom wall.
Got this beat from DJ Grimy and you know it's Fuego, dog.
Let's see if we have. Is everything working? Is everything looking okay? Okay, might be a stretch. Is it passable? Does this work?
Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving.
I think we're good. Let me know. Yo, DJ Grimy getting that royalty check every fucking time, Josh Roca. Every fucking time while he's spurging out in the chat and taking all the Eagles shit personally. And Jesus Christ. I love Grimy, but oh my God, not 1080p. Well, I'm in a 100-year-old motel on the fucking very edge of the country. So I think we stick out more than I'm on the coast too. I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but the ocean is right there. Yo, fan of radio, what up, my turkey? I don't know. I feel like you were being a little passive aggressive in your post. 3 straight. Something you phrased, if everyone would like to go check out Fan of Radio, is very good about showing everybody what he eats, bragging about his workout, and then saying he's listening to the show, which I appreciate. But he said, after 3 straight days of turkey talk on the Chaddukes show. I don't know. I felt like that might have been a criticism. And if it is, you just need to let me know. And I'll just stop broadcasting forever because I can't take that sort of thing. Oh, boy. Yeah, there's been a turkey on my mind lately. But we are live here from the Outer Banks. We are down in South Nags Head as the crow flies. It is a bit of a barnstorming endeavor for your pal, the Shootster. I will be back up in the great Commonwealth. Not a lot of Virginia is a lot like where I'm from, of course, Northern Virginia. So we'll pass through all the normal parts and get back to the crazy part that unfortunately I've lived most of my life in. So that'll be fun. And for those of you that are up to date on all things Chaddukes show, you'll know that tomorrow is an important day because it is the High Rollers dinner. The High Rollers supper is tomorrow. I'm not going to release the final lineup for the High Rollers supper. Here's what I can tell you. I know a couple people are going to be upset that they didn't get included because somebody was included. Okay, somebody was included that doesn't necessarily deserve it. Probably figure out who that is. And then somebody was included that does deserve it, but there are other people that deserve it as much as this person, and it was right time, right place. So if you have any guests, you can drop them, guesses rather, you can drop them in the chat, and we'll see if they, we'll see how good your crystal ball is. Shake that magic 8 ball. Shake it on up. And ask yourself, who would the Shootster soil his supper experience with? Not only just because of their company, but then pay up the ass. It's $100 a steak, the place we're going. I really need somebody to hit that like button. I really do. You know, I'm not going to sit here and show you there's a goal for those super chats, and any super chat counts. And of course, if we hit that goal for that super chat, I'm just going to give you a piece of information that I'm already planning on giving you anyway. I'll fucking level with you. I'm not going to sit here and grift. I'm going to give you the fucking info before we get out of here, regardless of whether or not we hit that goal. But wow. $100 a steak for this group. I mean, look, I love Joe Azer, but he is about as nervous and jittery as you could possibly fucking be. And I don't know that I've ever seen him have a sip of alcohol, so I don't know what to expect. Is he going to fall to his knees and start performing the stigmata? I have no clue. And Mike from Don't Sleep, if he walks past somebody that opens up a Michelob, he just starts screaming out fucking racial slurs and sexist terminology. I don't know what to expect. And then Fuck all Monk is a part of this trip. Monk is going to be at this dinner, and I haven't seen Monk in a fortnight. I mean, this man is Ronin. He's walking the fucking countryside. Let's see here. If you need a bathroom in Croker and or Norge, I have recommendations. I don't want to shit in Croker or Norge if I can possibly avoid it. Oh, and hello to Mr. Beau LeBlanc, Beau Schembeckler in the building. The Heavy Riders YouTube conversation on today's show was nuts. Yeah, look, man, I can't get into all of that. I know that I'm all in. Those are my boys. They're not doing a good job right now. They're not organized. They don't have their ducks in a row. They don't have the I's dotted and the T's crossed, but I'm Heavy Riders for life. So I gotta support my dudes, even though they came to the fucking table with nothing. Imagine the Pilgrims and the Indians decided to convene. They had a feast, to say the least, like none we've ever seen. Imagine if the Indians rolled up Thanksgiving dinner without that fucking maize. Like, make with the maize, bro. Like, imagine if the three wise men found Jesus Christo with no frankincense, with no myrrh, with no gold. It just wouldn't make no sense. And I'm not saying I'm Jesus Christ. What I am saying is I'm giving them an opportunity to plug their fucking YouTube channel, and they didn't have their fucking URL for their YouTube channel confirmed before they arrived on the set. So that part was a little disconcerting, especially since, you know, they're getting paid for their work. Yeah, so we'll get there together. I'm a supporter. I don't want to say it was my idea, but I certainly was encouraging when those boys came up with the concept down here at the Outer Banks last Thanksgiving. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm looking forward to their stream. I don't think they should be doing it after my show on Friday. I think they should be doing it before. But that's neither here nor there. We have a lot of business to take care of tonight, and I'm already 7 of these deep. There's nothing open down here, to say the least. All of the places that I wanted to go were closed, but luckily there was one place that I enjoy that was open. Mulligan's was open. If you've never been to Mulligan's, I don't know why they have it named Mulligan's. It's some golf fucking thing, and you know, it's on the beach, and it's a nice spot. It used to be Redskins Bar. I think a younger owner purchased it. Now they're trying to do some more, well, these are our local farmers, and everything's grass-fed, and blah, blah, blah. They're going in a different direction, but what I do know is they sell these by the can in the bar. So I went into the bar, and there was a bunch of dirt. When I tell you there was a fucking hornet's nest of dirt. And normally when I'm down here alone, I like to make friends, you know? I like to roll up on the locals, on the people that are down here earning a living in the off season, that are installing the cable, you know, digging up the fucking septic tanks, all that shit. I'll roll up and dirt up with them. Those are my peeps. But today I had a lot of phone calls. I actually had a lot of phone calls to make, a lot of texts. Look at all these texts I had to send to Barty to try to get him to come out of Sup Dogs and stop eating the mozzarella sticks after they performed Looksy-Doo or whatever the fuck they performed. And I had a bunch of shit to do. So, like, if you've ever been to Mulligan's, there's a bar up front, and there's a little circular area where all the dirt-a-dirts are just screaming back and forth at each other and being local as fuck. And so I kind of removed myself, and they noticed. So as I'm on the phone and as I'm shooting texts, I'm getting catcalled from people that I have never met, that I've never introduced myself to. They're like, oh, you're just going to sit back there and drink? I'm like, where is the boss man to interpret what you motherfuckers are trying to say to me? The problem is that Shu loves the Heavy Riders more than the actual Heavy Riders. That might be true. Oh, look, a super chat. My God, it's like finding a velociraptor skeleton. Rooster Cogburn, that's my dude, $5. Thank you so much. I need more turkey talk. Hashtag fat tax. Well, I believe we have the fat tax.
Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving.
Consider the fat tax paid. Of course, if you are one of the meager 125 souls in this chat right now, first of all, if you're on Facebook, migrate over to YouTube. Give us a subscription. Those are free. Drop a like. But if you are over 240 pounds and you're watching my programming, I don't make the rules, but you owe a $2.99 fucking super chat. And if you don't make with it, I can't, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe INS comes from you. There should be more INS shtick going on Instagram right now. I don't think there's enough. All right, so a lot of stuff to get to tonight. One of the things I'm going to get to is I put up over on facebook.com/chaddukesshow. Are any of you familiar with this page? Do any of you go over there and get immediately teleported back to 2006 when people did such things like make a Facebook for their show? Oh, look at that. The gentleman I hired to do some work will not be able to get the work done in time. Fantastic. That's the way it goes. Life ain't fair and the world is mean. At least it is when I compensate people for their work. So if you went over to our Facebook page at some point during the week, then you probably saw Dish. And Dish is a turlet on the beach. And I asked for people to like the picture. And if they did, if we got to a certain amount of likes, which I believe was 250 likes, I said that I would drop some major news about the show. Now, if you scroll down, you can see that we hit 412 likes. And you can also see that I misspoke. And I said, tune in Friday night to Solid Dudes and all will be revealed. Good part about that is I can't keep shit in my pants, and we hit the 250 likes, so I will be revealing it here this evening. That's what the goal for the super chats was that you see in the chat, but I'm just going to let you know right now, if nobody super chats, I'm still going to tell you what it is, because I just think you should know as we broadcast live from Milepost 16. Largemouth ass with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Largemouth. Had an awful Mexican restaurant experience tonight. I wish I was at Punta Cana. I nearly went, Largemouth ass, to Punta Cana by myself. I nearly went. I've never done it, and I didn't do it. But I probably would have felt less sick if I went to Punta Cana, which is, of course, the greasy Mexican joint down here that I absolutely love. It is a chain. I don't try to act like I have found some reclusive hole in the wall that I'm putting you on to. No, there's one in Leesburg. But the one down here is special. They have the coldest Pacifico. It is where the Pacifico pals were born. It's where Anthony vomited in the parking lot, and then Jim Jester hawked a loogie while he was vomiting, and then a young Hispanic girl was traumatized on her birthday. Watching these two gringos just fucking ruin civilization, bring it to their knees in front of them. This is the one with the greasy ass bathroom floor where you could actually slip slide all the way through the floor, and nearly tear the ACL every single time you need to drop a piss. So yeah, I haven't had too many awful Mexican restaurant experiences in my life, Largemouth ass. I feel pretty blessed, but certainly I lament the fact that you did, and I'm sorry you didn't get to go to Punta Cana. I almost did tonight by myself, which would have been fucking record breaking. I had a regrettable meal tonight myself that almost knocked me down for the count. Yo, hold up. Hey, am I want to be coming? We saw we be. I didn't realize you guys were going to go this hard, and I take back everything I said about you greasy motherfuckers. Pete DiBenedetto, what the fuck are you doing, man? You already sponsored half the week this week. You sponsored the week last week. We ain't got no goddamn trout.
We don't sell no goddamn trout.
Pete DiBenedetto just hit us with a bombastic, dilettantistic fucking Venmo. Yeah, that helps. Tonight's stream is brought to you by Pete DiBenedetto. In fact, we'll throw Dick Smokehan right the fuck out of here because of the exclusiveness and the volume of this Venmo.
Never mind, I'll find out for myself.
Yeah, he's out, Pete. He's gone. It never shall return after this Venmo. Holy shit. Thank you, bud. That's very, very kind. And my lord, holy shit. Largemouth ass not only hit us with the super chat, but he just hit us with a Venmo to pay for the undeserved asshole steak at the High Roller dinner tomorrow.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man.
It's fucking great. Thank you, Largemouth ass. That is unbelievable. Have yourself some scrotum with that.
I got this for Pacer Dan, but Booker T-shirt. Wow, you're the greatest wrestler of all time. Scrotum.
Man, All right, I take it back. I thought you guys were being chiseling fucks, but that is not the case. And let me just go ahead and say thank you to Mr. Jobe Dupree, who dropped through for the first time on Venmo and said, thanks for the content. Is it Job? Job? How do I say your name, mother grabber? Thank you, buddy. Very, very kind. Of course, you know, super chats, you get the fucking credit. But Venmo, we circumvent all of the bullshit that goes along with being a part of Google and pulling all that shit. But hi, Andy and Petra Schonert, $49.99. Let's go, Dukes. I am ready for some warm weather. I'm ready for some warm weather too. Of course, it's warm weather where it is. It behooves you the most to try to pull off attack pattern beta.
Got him staggered, Mafia. Let's use attack formation beta.
It's the only way to stagger a naked predator. Thank you so much, Andy Schonerd, for the beautiful $49.99 super chat. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to hit that goal. And when you hit that goal, I'm going to give you the thing that we've already said that we're going to do anyway. Either way, we're going to fucking do it. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not going to add trout to the menu, Jason from Connecticut. You know that. I've already established that we don't serve no goddamn trout on here. All right, so couple of things. We are going to get to the big reveal tonight. There is a big reveal tonight. There's a reason. There's a method to my madness here. But before that, I wanted to show you. Look, it's me. Hold on, see if I can do this. Hold on. Trying to recreate that photo. Tweeted that photo out earlier, and some people said some mean things about the size of my face. Apparently looks like I've put on a few. It's been a long winter, motherfuckers. I don't need the criticism of which I bestow upon myself every night when I look in the mirror. Yeah, I got it. So I'll need someone in the chat to look up the proper name for this rest area, if you don't mind. It's not too much to ask. This is off of 64 East, and I tweeted about this earlier on X at chaddukes. When you are white trash, right? When you are a redneck, and it comes mostly from the boss man side, but it does allow you to enjoy things that other quote unquote more sophisticated people will not allow themselves to enjoy. For instance, I really enjoy eating at gas stations. I really enjoy riding on a John Deere hip firing an AR-15 or comparable assault weapon. I've done it for a very long time. You know, when I'm down at the old man's house, he does things like, I don't know how many of you have ever participated in this, but he'll save up all of the laundry detergent jugs and 1 gallon milk jugs and chocolate milk jugs, the big ones, and fill them up with water and drop a little dye capsule in there. And then we set them up at the end of the fucking yard, right where the railroad ties are. My dad keeps railroad ties in his backyard so we can throw 223 rounds down the fucking yard without worrying about them killing the neighbor. But of course, that means you got to be at least somewhat of a marksman, and you also can't be inebriated. So you're basically, I mean, you're rolling them fucking bones. Yeah, when you're like me and you're garbage, that shit is fun as a motherfucker. If you're sitting there and the fucking bugs are exploding water and there's red shit shooting everywhere. Yeah, man, we don't have any ballistic gel down in Pensacola. We don't have that. So my dad has to make do, and he just saves all the fabric. Thank you again, Andrea and Petra Schoner, for the $49.99 super chat. Very kind. You know, he just there's no recycling bin, right? We're just gonna fucking cordite and brass and fucking projectiles downrange. That's the way we're gonna fill them up full of fucking holes. So there's things like that you can enjoy. My brother, for instance, went and visited my grandparents' grave before the Commanders game. which was nice. Thought a little weird, but nice. And instead of bringing flowers, he brought Budweiser missile silos. Not tall boys. That's another thing. When you're like me and you're a redneck fucking, you know the difference between a tall boy and a missile silo. Or do you people watching tonight know the difference between a tall boy and a missile silo? If not, you probably grew up in a city and you were educated. If you you have as much of that shit inside of you as I do, you know the difference immediately. You know how important it is to know the difference. So my brother took missile silos of Red Label and left them on my grandfather's grave before the Washington Commanders went out there and subsequently got shit kicked out of them by the Philadelphia Eagles. It was still a nice thought. But I would love if you guys like the boss man's reaction to shit, if you ever heard Papa's reaction to shit, if you ever got Papa Dukes's fucking political theories or social theories, or even just watching football with the man, most of you couldn't handle it. Some of you would think it's the greatest thing that you've ever experienced in your life. So when my brother was sending those pictures over, it just kind of made sense, where I think a lot of people would say that's in poor character, or that's in poor taste, rather. So to get back to how this whole conversation started, this is me earlier today, standing in front of the rest area, the New Kent rest area. Thank you, Pat Reynolds. Fantastic. Thank you, buddy. That is exactly where it is. This is on 64 East as you dump off of 295, and you have a choice to either go towards Charlottesville or towards Norfolk. And Charlottesville is a better town than Norfolk, but that's how you get to the Outer Banks. So this is the first major rest area. I think it's a welcome center. Not sure I know the difference. There's a sad lady sitting behind the counter that always wants somebody to talk with her. I don't even know what she's selling, but I walk right in there and I piss. There's all the brochures. I love the brochures. Do you guys like rest area brochures? I fucking love rest area brochures, and I make plans. Every time I go to a rest area, I'll pull oh, look at this natural rock formation. Oh, look, here's a tiny town that was featured in the Battle of Nevermore. The Revolutionary War. They were quartering soldiers in this small Virginia town. I make all these grandiose plans whenever I go to a fucking rest area. That, of course, I never follow through with. But it's like, oh, where are the nice whitewater rafting spots around here? Like, I'm not really all that into whitewater rafting. But when I'm in a rest area with a shitload of free brochures, and sometimes the brochures are like these big, thick magazines, and I take them and bring them with me down here to the Outer Banks, and I fucking read them when I'm on the shitter. It's a fantastic time. I love brochures. And I love that rest area because it's got lots of brochures and it's got vending machines, but not just vending machines that have tiny bags of chips or Diet Cokes or even cups of coffee. I mean, they have all that. But they have vending machines that sell like Virginia is for Lover t-shirts. They have vending machines that sell full-size bags of combos. They have vending machines that sell energy drinks and 20-ounce sodas and all kinds of things. But one of the things they also serve are sandwiches in those plastic black triangles. You can actually see the triangles in this photo. I have two of them in my hand because why would one be enough with your big fat bloated face? I'm going to see if I can do it here. Can't quite get it. So there's two halves of a shitty sandwich in each of those black plastic triangles. And the reason why I bring up my ethnicity and I bring up my family structure and my heritage is because you gotta be a special type of disgusting shithead to even consider buying a sandwich out of one of these motherfucking vending machines, right? Like, you gotta really not have a lot of respect for yourself or not really care about how much time you have left on this planet if you're going to go into a rest area and buy a meal. This is lower than a convenience store. I would say this is lower than a dirty water dog. in some sort of a horrible fucking, some insurgent is running a hot dog hut outside of the fucking Sirius XM building. You really gotta not care what about your next physical to go eat that. And this is 100 times worse, right? Who knows the last time they even checked this motherfucker? And those sandwiches are in there, and it ain't just PB&J they have in there. They had chili cheese dogs. I should have taken a picture. They had egg salad, and they had tuna salad. They had a lot of mayonnaise-based, seafood-based sandwiches. I didn't get those. I can't go all the way in on that. Like, that's too much mayo for me, but I'm not saying I'm better for it. But I did want to give you my order. And by order, I mean the numbers that I push in to have the machine relinquish my meal. I buy 2 sandwiches every single time I go to the New Kent Welcome Rest area on 64 East. And I felt this was a good time for me to relieve myself of the burden of having that knowledge and keeping it to myself. Man, I tell you what, La Cerveza del Pacifico never misses. Never misses. It's like Busta Rhymes on a feature. If you hire Busta, you see this thing moving around. If you're asking, is the fucking laptop on the 12-pack of Pacificos that I bought at the brew through tonight? Do you really need to ask that question? Is that something you should have already been privy to? The answer is yes. The answer will always be yes. Bust a bus on a feature track, man. Pacifico, don't miss. I don't get paid for them at all. No free plugs. Largemouth ass, you really are like Sisyphus rolling the boulder up the hill by yourself. I'm disappointed. A $2 super chat works towards the goal the same way a $10 one does. I'm happy you're here. Nothing is as fun as unloading at a plastic gallons of water. I mean, it's just the best. It's just the best. Double-aught buckshot fucking 12 gauge. Got the over-unders, got the side-by-sides, but that doesn't have any, I don't think he's got much in the 308, but we will burn some 5.56 NATO rounds into the side of a milk jug filled with water. It is a shitload of fun, especially if you're shooting at it from the back of a John Deere. Fucking hip firing with the AR. You got the gangster hold on the fucking Glock. Dual wielding. I can't even explain to you. I can't even explain to you how much more fun it is than going to a fucking escape room. You'll never know. And you're more sophisticated. You know what all the forks on the table are for when you go to eat oysters. I don't. But this is me. Driving the fucking John Deere across. No one's calling the cops. Everybody's drunk. Oh, man. It's the best. It's almost worth putting up with the old man's bullshit to go visit him. Thank you for corroborating that statement, Largemouth Ass. Thank you for your generosity here tonight. You are a man amongst boys. What were we talking about? Oh, my order. So they have egg salad, they have tuna salad, they have chili cheese dogs, they have I don't know if you're supposed to heat it up. Like, they have grilled cheese sandwiches in there, but I don't know how you're supposed to heat it up if you're on a roadie. And I would assume most people are not cruising around fucking Virginia, Eastern Virginia with a fucking hot plate. I assume, but I don't know for sure. And I try to stay away from that. So they have regular turkey and ham too, but that ain't my order. They have a cold cut trio, and it has cheese with, I think, a little bit of mustard, but I could be wrong. There's some sort of salami thing in there along. I think there's turkey, ham, and then there's some kind of a salted meat. I'd have to assume that it's a salami. I don't think that they would put hot sauce. I mean, just the hot ham in there, or any of the stuff you would get on an Italian sub. It can't be that classy. But that is what I eat for my meal. That's the top one. And then the bottom one is my dessert. I swear to fucking God, this is how I rationalize it in my brain. The bottom one is a PB&J. And when I tell you it's the most succulent PB&J, they have the calories on the outside of it. On the cold cut trio, it's like 280 calories. The PB&J is, I think, damn near close to 600 calories. It is a fucking abomination. It's a nightmare. The calories that are in this thing. And the issue is that it's always sticky. No matter what you do to peel back that cellophane, you get the fucking essence of the jelly on your fingers. Joe Azer, you should email me and text me more during the stream. Does anybody have Joe Azer's phone number? Does anyone have Joe Azer's fucking phone number? Can you please text him and tell him to chill the fuck out? I'm going to be at dinner with him in 19 hours and 30 minutes. Probably less. Are you hearing all these dingies coming through on my computer? I mean, Azer is blowing me up. Fuck. Never done milk jugs, but thermite is pretty fantastic to light up. You're going to have to explain to me, Mari Frosty Britches, how you're doing shit like that. And your betrothed is on my show last night sobbing and saying that he has to quit his job. I kid because I care. Thank you again for coming over for beautiful turkey. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you for leaving the trifle. We all were very trifling after we ate that trifle. Jason from Connecticut, $4.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for helping. Oh my God, he keeps texting me. Azer, somebody text Azer. One of you motherfuckers. Ant-Man, are you in here? You piece of shit. Hold on. Hey, Siri, text Joe Azer.
What do you want to say to Joe?
I'm on YouTube right now, you fucking maniac. If you have something to say to me, get in the chat. I really appreciate your help, but you're nuts. And I'm having dinner with you in like 12 hours.
Done.
Motherfucker. I love him too. You texted Azer. Thank you. Yeah. Don't you all have his phone number? Everybody in this chat has his phone number. 571-989-Azer. Please text Joe Azer. Be polite. Include this link. Include the link to the stream and say, if you need to talk to Dukes, this is where Dukes is. It's great to have you over. Thank you. Mari Frosty Britches. Oh my God. I just got another email from him. Oh. 22,250 loves plastic milk jugs vaporize. I'm gonna get some of that dragon's breath. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Thank you, Jason. I didn't know you guys got down like that up in Connecticut. I thought you didn't like the guns up there. I thought you liked the cameler. I thought you liked the cameler up there. Probably Cotto salami. Well, if it was, it wasn't good, but it's delicious. Rich Cogburn, $2. Thank you so much for the super chat. It only takes $2, friendos. Pop your cherry. Pop your cherry. Pop your super chat cherry. $2 pushes us towards that goal. Have we hit the goal yet? I think we only have 7 super chats. If that is the case, then we're 13 away from the goal. Remember, we don't need to hit the goal for me to reveal the thing anyway. So don't super chat. Just finished my 3rd missile silo. Holy shit. Hopefully not since the show has started. Let me check. We've been on 34 minutes. Can anybody top that? Isn't it Wednesday? Oh, that's a lot, man. Thank you, Rooster Cogburn. You're a good man, despite what everybody in the chat says about you as soon as you leave. Robert Nichols, headed to the Outer Banks for my 2nd time in my life in August. Thanks for being my Outer Banks Sherpa. This is from the homie Ala Jiffy. Man, I haven't been able to hang out with the homie Ala Jiffy in a minute. Ala Jiffy, thank you so much, my friend. Enjoy some froyo for that.
I want to go get froyo. Who are you?
Oh, scroll. Oh, man. Thank you to the homie Ala Jiffy for the beautiful Venmo. Circumventing the evilness of Google and Apple. DC Sports Mark's in the building. Look at this dude. Will you watch 1 second of the Royal Rumble this weekend for old time's sake? I feel so bad for DC Sports Mark. Like I've betrayed him. He became a listener of mine when I was a very different person, where I was a Redskins fan and a wrestling fan, and he's stuck with me even though I don't do any of the shit. Like, he loves wrestling and he loves the Redskins, and I fucking feel every time I don't give a fuck about those things, I feel bad. And I didn't even know it was this weekend. DC Sports Mark, where is it? Is who's in the Royal Rumble? It doesn't matter because the Final Four is all that matters, right? No, no. Now, listen. Before you disown me, eventually you're gonna have your fill like everybody does, and you're gonna fucking unsubscribe, and get away from me. And I'll say to then I'll kiss you, mwah, like Fredo Corleone. Like, I'll be like, oh, thank God, I knew that you're okay. And then there's no shooting in the boat either. Like, I'm not saying this is any type of an attack. I think that it'll be the right move. I do watch highlights. I watch professional wrestling the same way I watch the Joe Rogan show. I have an appreciation for both, but I can't sit there for 3 hours. So I consume it via clips. Like, I love Stephen Flo. I still love Luigi Primo. I'm happy for Cody Rhodes' success. I think Roman Reigns is a generational talent. The Wyatt Six, I'm going to support whatever they do, but I just can't sit there and watch wrestling anymore for the same way I can't just sit there and pretend like I'm a Redskins fan. So I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, the people that stick with me when, if I was tuning into somebody that talked about some shit that I liked and they just decided they don't like that shit anymore, like, I don't know that I'd still listen. So thank you, DC Sports Mark, not only for being a loyal listener, but also super chatting and sending me funny things on X. DC Sports Mark gets my sense of humor. A lot of people send me things on X that are not funny. That is not this guy. Thank you, DC Sports Mark. No, I will not watch 1 second of the Royal Rumble. Jennifer Kennigan, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I have been spoiled for years with live shows during the week. Thanks for going live tonight. Joe, that many back-to-back texts sounds like an angry ex-girlfriend. Did you hear all the? Are you guys hearing the dingy when it goes off? And I want to make it clear, Joe is not texting me without merit. Joe is actually helping me. This is what a terrible person I am and an awful friend, and you're better to cut bait. But my God, I fucking, the guy is a P1's P1, and I was posting about doing this stream, and it's like, I know he knows about the YouTube channel. Does he not have notifications turned on? Like, what the fuck? And then when you guys find out why he's texting me and the fact that I'm viciously attacking him, it's going to be that much more entertaining. That much more entertaining for all of us. It's going to be good content. Jennifer, thank you so much for being you and being here today. It's my pleasure to go live. We'll be live again on Friday for Solid Dudes. So I hope some of you roll through for that bad boy. So just to recap before moving on, my official lunch whenever I drive down to the Outer Banks is I stop at this horrific rest area, which I love. I love it. It's one of my favorite places on earth, and I buy those 2 sandwiches, and I have the cold cut trio for, and then I have the PB&J for supper, and then my hands are sticky for the rest of the trip, so I'm like wiping them everywhere and trying not to touch all the touch screens in my big truck and on my phone. So like by the time if I showed you the cuff of my sweatshirt right now that I'm wearing in this picture, there's just a big smear where all the sticky jelly nonsense was. And thank God I was driving down by myself this time, because like when my wife is sitting next to me in the rig, like I'm trying to hide the fact that this is happening from her. Also, I've stopped buying the additional bag of pizzeria combos when she's around, because I don't want her to see me then eating an additional 1,200 calories on top of the 2 sandwiches. But I can neither confirm nor deny that happened on the way down tonight. Hit the like button. Are we at 150 likes yet? If not, we're fucking ending this very, very soon. Have you all hit the like button? Who's in charge of the likes and who's updating me on how many likes we have? There he is. This is my guy right here. See, here he is. Shooter, I'm here. This is prime working areas. This is when it gets on. Joe, I appreciate it, but I'm doing a stream and my fucking phone is connected to my laptop, and I have no command over that. And you're melting down my hard drive. I mean, shoot me an email. Cheers. Oh, boy. Sisyphus makes me think of God of War, and then Chad Dukes Gaming, Let's Get the Return. See, the problem is it's Dukes with an apostrophe at the end, Andy, but because you're you get a big old pass because you've sent $70 super chats tonight. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're working on that. Josh Roca is too busy for me now. It's because like I don't pay him or something. Where's he apparently has a workaround because gaming streamers, I guess, don't use StreamYard, which is what I use because I can invite people on and it's user friendly. They use OBS, and OBS is very complicated. You have to have skills and talent to run it. So he had to find a workaround. Plus, I use an Apple, and nobody uses an Apple that streams. They all build their fucking computers. I'm not into anything other than the performing aspect, and because of that, my craft suffers. So Soroka, though, apparently has the workaround, Andy, and we're going to get on that hopefully next week when I get back. If he's done, doing the things for the Mike O'Mara show and for Rob Spiewak that he does. He has to do a lot of things for Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak, and then he's got to watch a lot of Orioles games, and then he's got to watch the Ravens get eliminated from the postseason immediately. And then he's going to move away from Baltimore because everyone moves away from Baltimore. The best part about that Baltimore is everyone leaves because it sucks, but then they stay violently loyal to it. Never got that part. Grimy, fucking online fighting everybody, talking massive shit, doesn't live in Philadelphia. Couldn't wait to get away. It is a wacky. It's one of the wackiest wackies. Thank you, Andy, from Andy and Petra Schoner. Larry Tax at $9.99. Can't wait for Founders Fiesta 4. You say you can't wait for Founders Fiesta 4? Larry, it's interesting to hear you say that because I can't wait for you to listen to Founders Fiesta 4. I got a rather threatening text message today. I'm going to dox them. They're getting doxed right now. You caught me at the right time, Larry. I'm a dox a poor motherfucker. And this guy was just excited. He's getting doxxed because he was excited. Oh, it's the D-Man. The D-Man messaged in. Not only did he dox himself for not being a founder, he said, I didn't get Founders Fiesta 3. What do I need to do to get it? So he doxed himself from not being a founding subscriber. But then he got the week wrong after I have been plugging. I have been plugging this, and it has been posted online for weeks that the Founders Fiesta 4 drops on Friday. If you are a founding member like Larry Taxon is, you get the Fiesta early. I almost just threw up. I can break that news right now too. You're getting it early. Friday morning. If you are a founding subscriber to the Chad Duke Show, you get Founders Fiesta 4 beamed to your phone. Beamed right to you. Featuring the comedic stylings of myself, the shootster. Sometimes people refer to me as Smorgy Cheesesteak, but usually only when I cross that Pennsylvania border. Othman Boucherib Othello BT, the shirtless Puerto Rican, hey there boy, Guanile, ay. The hot tuna, El Tubo, Skater Sean, now Mike from Don't Sleep is blowing me up. I might kill myself. I honestly might shoot myself. I have to be the only show on earth where the sponsors are actively trying to tear this motherfucker down to the studs. Can somebody please text Joe Azer? Are you in here? Text Mike from Don't Peaks, Mike from Sleep Knots, Mike from the Four Peaks. Text Mike from Four Peaks. I'm doing a fucking stream. I don't have to do this. I could have just enjoyed my 18 hours in my favorite place on earth. This motherfucker. Oh, by the way, he's texting me homoerotic things. Please, God, Joe, please text Mike from Don't Sleep and tell him I'm doing a stream. I'm begging you. I don't think I've ever had all three sponsors in the stream. Nobody has ever sponsored a show they care less about than my three main sponsors. It is wild. Of course, the Heavy Riders, Dick Smokeham, Big Jim Crab, Dig. We'll never see Jim again. So that is Friday. Fortress Films. Founders Fiesta Society. You're getting one. Whether you're a fucking founding subscriber or not, you're fucking getting one. Thank you, Lair. Oh my God. This is not going the way I thought that it would. DC Sports Mark, my buddy, $4.99. It's Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Been listening to 0607. Not going to stop anytime soon. Thank you, buddy. Lucas Oil Stadium, one of my favorite stadiums. I don't know that I went inside of it when I went there to cover the Super Bowl. Can't remember I think I was there with Drabby. That might have been before he shit talked LeVar and got fired. Might have been Bodie. I haven't heard from him since. It's fine. I don't remember. I remember enjoying Indianapolis. I've been in Indianapolis several times in my life. I remember enjoying it every single time. What's the main event? Other than the Rumble. What's the title match? Who has the title? Cody's got the title, right? So Cody's not in the Rumble. So who's Cody wrestling? Is he wrestling CM Punk? Is he wrestling Drew McIntyre? Is he wrestling Roman Reigns? Is he wrestling Samoa? What's that guy's name? Solo Samoa? Solo? Samoa Solo? Is he wrestling one of the Usos? I know one of them is a big deal. Thank you, DC Sports Mark. Oh, boy. You're going to shoot me a text? Please, God, don't. Lori Wagner, $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Lori. Chad, will you be a part of the Heavy Writers stream on Friday night? I can't make any promises. I have not been invited. What I can tell you, Lori, is that sometime in the future, I love their idea. I love their concept of watching fat people ride things and then providing commentary as experts. I think that's fantastic. And I'll also tell you, that was an idea that I had for them that I never conveyed. They came up with that by themselves without any help from me. And I think it's a great, great hook. I wish they would skateboard more because I think if they really do want to have a clothing line, they need to be better at what they do. But I do have some videos of them actually skateboarding. I could probably share one or two of those with you tonight if we get there. Fan of Radio says we have 149 likes. Well, we get to 150 in the next 155. In the next 14 minutes, and we're just shutting it down. All right. If we don't get to 155 by 10 o'clock, this shit is over. Thank you so much, Lori Wagner. I don't think so, unless there's something changes in between now and then. Those boys got to figure it out by themselves. I mean, they're going to be on Solid Dudes. If I go over there and I'm part of the Heavy Riders stream, then it's just Solid Dudes. They need to be able to fill time without me. And I also think they only said it was going to be half an hour. Did you hear the same thing that I did? I think they only said it's going to be half an hour. Jesse James, Kevin Owens. Okay, see, this is the problem I have with wrestling. There's no way Kevin Owens beats Cody. 0% chance. It's either going to be Roman or it's going to be Solo, right? Kevin Owens that's a placeholder match. And maybe they have a great match. You know, maybe it's a fantastic wrestling match, but that's one of the reasons why, you know, with wrestling, you can just point at something and say, this isn't going to happen. Then it doesn't, because it doesn't make no sense. Doesn't mean there's not entertainment to be had along the way. That's for sure. Annie and Petra Schonert again. Apologies, Duke. Sounds great. Hopefully you got that shirt pro bono. Oh, this shirt? Hardly pro bono. Hardly. They've sold dozens of shirts and hats. And then all I hear of them bitching about is how they can't get no money from it. They can't get their URL straightened out. Look, those boys got a long way to go. Now, did I have to log on to the website and put my credit card information in to get this shirt? No, I did not. But for Sean to go on the show on Wednesday and talk some shit like, oh, you probably got paid more than us. Trust and believe, I haven't gotten one fucking plug nickel. I haven't got one wheat penny. Thank you, Andy. Very kind of you. DC Sports Mark, $1.99. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens ladder match. See, that'll be fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a fun match. I mean, both those guys can go. I don't know what history they have. Do they have much history? I don't remember them having any history when Cody was with Randy Orton. I don't think Kevin Owens was around. Then he had the mask on, and then he was Stardust. I don't remember him having any Stardust heat with Kevin Owens, or if Kevin Owens was even there. And then he was in AEW. So how's the program looking between those two? Are they friendos? Did one of them, I assume Owens hasn't turned heel. Is it face first face? Del Bay. Fat tax paid for Dan Pearson. Dan, thank you so much. If you're over 240, you know the drill.
Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving.
I am not starving. I had a burger tonight that did not agree with me. I'm not going to say where it was because I actually enjoy the place. I think here's something you're not going to like to hear me say. I think I've come to the point in my life where I don't eat beef burgers anymore. I think it's got to be bison, it's got to be buffalo, or it's got to be turkey. I really think I'm getting to that point, which is a shame. It could have something to do with the fucking 9 Pacificos I've had. But Dan, thank you for being open and honest and paying your fat tax. Now, do you drive a Tacoma? Because if you drive a Tacoma, you owe another $1.99. Owens is a heel now. Oh, that's a bummer. Like the stream. You see 155 likes? I don't know how you can. There's only 139 people in here. For some reason, fucking 10 people just dropped off. This is a fucking gong show. Thank you, Dan. Very kind of you. All right, what else? What else do I have to give you? I've got things to give you. I've got places I gotta be, but not right now. We can spend some time together. I gotta say, they've never recognized me at all down here, and maybe I don't even need that. I'm just so grateful every time I get to come to this place. But I've had it with the Outer Banks during the summer, not because of the place itself or the location itself or even the amenities, but just the people that come down here and spend the summer. It's no longer a secret. So I like to come down here now. I like to come down here for Thanksgiving. I like to come down here in the off season. This is a picture that I took today. I took this today. Not only was it beautiful out today, not only was it 60 degrees, but this was just ready, willing, and able. These are some photos that I took today. This is from the hotel room. If you look behind me here on the stream, it's out that fucking window. These are all pictures from out that window that I have right there. And look, man, I don't know. I guess there's more beautiful beaches, white sand beaches. People go to Atlantis, go to Turks and Caicos, to Grand Bahama, whatever. But I am a white trash, blue collar dude, and this beach fucking speaks to my soul. And whenever I come down here in the off season, there's nobody to fuck around, and I like it like that. And these are all examples I give. And I wish I ruined my Whole Foods by blithering about it on the radio for so goddamn long that I do think I turned a lot of people onto the Whole Foods I used to go drink at, and then they ruined it because they're assholes. People are assholes. Hold on, let's see if I can recreate this look. Is that it? Hold on. Let's see if we can get this done. I'm not sure we can. What's the right frame here? All right, here we go. So embarrassing. I was standing in front of that today, man. There was nobody around. It's fucking gorgeous. Could have sat there all goddamn day. Just a miraculous trip. I'm down here for what? I got here around 1:30. I'm leaving tomorrow at 8 a.m. Recharges the soul, brother. And I don't get fucking paid for this shit. If you guys never come down here, I never get fucking paid. It actually makes my life better if you never come down here. Shiv, if you are a fucking miserable person like I am, I'm just trying to spread a little wisdom. Tell you there's a way to fucking recharge the batteries that you might not have been aware of. Yo, Duckfoot's in here. Hello, Duckfoot. Did you hit the like button? Fat tax, Tacoma tax, Maryland tax. Yeah, boy, that's rough. That's expensive to watch this show. If you want to come in here and watch this show, it is expensive for fucking Duckfoot. Oh, God. Tell you what, Duckfoot, though, I will kick a hole in the wall for you.
You also put your foot through the wall of the bathroom, too. Do you remember that?
Take that $10 and try to fucking strap together some sheetrock and spackle. Get that shit done. Now I'm trying to get a beer out of this fucking box without knocking my whole computer over. Also, the computer is white hot magma. Fucking the heat coming off of it cannot be good for the Mexican beers. Oh, God. Mike Sleep is still not in here, and he's still texting me. Then Brian from Natural Red Catering is texting me instead of just dropping it in the chat. Brian, just drop whatever you have for me in the chat, brother. You're more than welcome here. Everybody would be happy to see you in here. How about this, Brian? I got a picture of you laying on a couch that if you don't say hi in this chat, I'm just going to fucking show everybody. How about them ankles? He's texting me again. Joe, it's not funny. Your bits are bad. Your bits are bad. You texting Mike from Don't Sleep to not text me while I'm doing my stream is a bad bit. I'm honestly trying to attempt to do a show. You doing that is distracting. As a fan and sponsor of the show, you should know that. Thank you, Duckfoot. Brah. Brah. All right. I got something to admit to you motherfuckers. I got something I have to fucking get off my chest. And I waited until, we've been going for about an hour. So I wanted to weed out some of the wheat from the chaff, people that just bopped on in. And it's 10 o'clock. Some of the old heads are probably turning in for the evening. Are you going to watch the new Captain America in the theater? Wait for streaming? Neither. Did you see the fucking guy playing Captain America say that Captain America doesn't represent America to try to suck up to China? Get fucked. Get fucked, Captain America. There. Clip it. Write it down. There he is. Hello, Brian. All right, I won't dox you now. Thank you for being here. Everybody say hi to Bri. Bri. It would be funny if every time Brian showed up in the fucking YouTube stream, everybody bride him. Bri. Oh, Bri. Bri. I don't think Captain America represents America. I think it represents people being good to each other and keeping your word. Oh, so then by proxy, you don't believe that's what Americans do. That's fine, but get fucked. And the next time they offer you a movie role where America is in the name, say, I don't really care for America. I'm going to wait until Dr. Demento is up for a fucking role. It's Captain Britain. There's the Crimson Guard. There's all kinds of fucking Marvel goddamn heroes and villains you can play if you hate America. Holy shit. And I don't think he hates America. I just think, holy shit. 750,000 fucking rewrites, delays, bad CGI, a bloated budget, rumors that the Red Hulk's only in it for 5 minutes. I mean, you just can't stop shooting yourself in the fucking foot if you're this movie. So I don't know. I will not be seeing Captain America. What do they call it now? Because they changed it. It was not New World Order anymore, right? First World Order. What is it now? First World Problems. What is it now? Impeach RFK? Tell me what the name of it is now, DC Sports Mark. I know that we don't agree on things politically. I'm sure you're going to be there waiting in line because now you're even more emboldened to go see this film. Everybody's brawling. Brah, brah, brah. Brave New World. There ain't nothing brave about this fucking movie. You know what a brave movie would be? To come out and say America's great and everybody wants to move here. And that's why we have all these immigration problems, because everybody knows how good it is. There's some brave fucking takes you could have if you want to make a Marvel movie. This is not one of them. I don't think Captain America stands for America. He keeps his word. Okay, so if then, though, but for the grace of God go I, what does that mean you think about? All right. This isn't the time or place for that. I apologize. They're trying to block you, Chad. Who's trying to block? Oh, Steven, are you drunk? Are you drunker than me? Somebody in here said 3 tall boys. It's 3 missile silos, Steven, so. And it ain't me. Oh, boy. Tyler, thank you for the $2 super chat. Not much better than the off season at the beach. I completely agree. Better than the regular season. Better than the regular season. Brah. We need to come up with an official spelling for Bri, by the way. Is it B-R-Y or is it B-R-I-I-I-I-I? So, here's what I need to be completely honest with you about. Everybody see this? Everybody see what's going on there? This look familiar to everyone? Largemouth Ass says, I am pretty drunk. Stephen Gray says, yes, I am drunk. Please drop a comment and a like in the stream if you are drunk. What is wrong with all of us? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, for God's sake. Oh. Oh, if only our parents would have hugged us. It looks like a duck? You think that video looks like a duck, Steven? Let's take a look again. No, it's not a duck. All right, what if I give you a clue? I am in my truck as this video is being taken. I am inside the confines of my pickup truck. And you'll notice it's not a fucking Tacoma. You need taking. All right, I'm just kidding. Looks like Howard the Duck. What looks like Howard the Duck? What the fuck are you guys looking at here? What in this picture looks like a duck? What am I missing? I'm up there. I've had a third of a bottle of cash strength American. JD, you might have a problem, brother. You might have a problem, my friend. When I heard the stream is going up, I got a 3-pack of silos of Natty Daddies. Holy shit. Brah. Oh, you think the hat looks like a duck? That's this hat I'm wearing now, just with my sunglasses on it. You guys are fucking weird. All I see is a duck. You guys are fucking weird. So you think the hat looks like a duck? The video that I'm playing doesn't make any impact on you at all. You just think it looks like a duck. I would not have picked up on that. Thank God you explained it to me. So I told my wife this earlier, and I told her not to share it with anybody because I just don't. I like people to think if you're going to host a show, you should be like at least somewhat knowledgeable and worldly. And I'm neither of those things. Jesus Christ, that's a fucking Venmo. We'll get to that. I got down to the beach, okay? And then I went and did the things that I came down to the beach to do. Took a couple hours, and then the person that I came down to the beach to meet was driving a big black pickup. And I drive a big pickup. And we're parked next to each other. And I noticed that his pickup was sparkly and shiny, and my pickup was just fucking bukkakied with all of the leavings of living in the Northern Virginia area over the past several weeks with the salt and the sand and the sleet and the hail and the rain and the yada, yada, yada. It was just a fucking shit show. I drive a pretty nice truck, and it just looked like shit. It looked like I don't care about it. It looked like, And so I said to him, I said, hey, when we finished up, and I said, do you know of a good car wash around here? Like, I'm not trying to wash my own car. Like, I'd like to just drive through a car wash. Do you know one that won't fuck my shit up? And he said, yeah. And he gave me the name, and I plugged it into the GPS, and I drive over there. And it dawned on me as I was pulling into the car wash, I've never taken my car through an automated car wash. I've never fucking done it. Not once in my life. I've either washed it myself, or I've gotten it detailed, or it just didn't happen. There was about 10 straight years, and this is a humble brag, where I had an endorsement through the radio station, whether it was through Lindsay Automotive or Lustine or Fair Oaks Dodge or blah, 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 yada, 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 where they would just fucking dump off whatever car they wanted me to talk about. And I would drive that around for 6 months, and they would take it back. And then I would all right, we want you to talk about the Ford Fusion now. So I would drive that around, and it's pretty sweet. Like, that's the one thing about radio. It doesn't pay well, but there's all kinds of spiffs that go along with it. I don't get that now. So I've just have never been through a car wash ever in my life. Or at least not that I can remember, like maybe as a kid, but I certainly don't harken back to it. So I pull around and there's a lady and she's very nice. And she's like, which car wash do you want? And I'm like, oh. She's like, well, you've got some salt on the undercarriage here. Do you want something that can clean the underside? I was like, well, yeah. She's like, tailgate's got a bunch of fucking leaves and shit in it, dust and dirt. You want us to blow? Yeah. She's like, okay, you want this one? It's $25. I don't know. That sounded like a pretty good fucking deal to me. $25. Like whenever I've gotten my truck detailed, it's $400 fucking dollars. Like it's, incredibly expensive. So I drive around and, this is going to sound so fucking stupid and naive to you guys. And I really, the only reason I'm sharing it with you is that I feel like transparency is important for anybody that you listen to. It's like, you don't want them to lie and be braggadocious, and it's very easy for me to just swallow this. But, I didn't know how the fucking car wash works. So there's a gentleman of color that comes out and says, hey, just pull around and, the car wash will take care of the rest. And I noticed there was a track. There was a track to the left of the car wash lane. And I said, do you want me to put my tire into that track? Because there was a little rubber ramp that went up. And he said, yeah, just put it right there. And he didn't make fun of me. And he didn't say, you fucking moron idiot, you've never been through a car wash, which is probably what I would have done. And I said, okay, well, then what? He goes, just follow the lights, man. And I look up and the lights literally say, and this is so fucking stupid because I feel like everybody knows this. It says, pull up, put your car in neutral, and just enjoy the ride. Like there's lights that like count you down as to what to do. So I pull my rig in and I put the fucking truck I put the tire in the slot. It looks like a large slot that your drawer would come out of in your cupboard. And it just starts pulling me. And it's blast. He's like, first of all, he hoses me down with some sort of a fucking solution. I get the bukkake from him. And then this motherfucker just starts blasting me from all sides. And I realize I've got my moonroof cracked. I'm getting moistened a little bit. It's baptizing me. So I'm pushing the button and trying to close that. And I took this video because, and I realized it at the time, I'm such a naive, mope fucking shithead piece of garbage that I was excited to be in the car wash, that it was entertaining to be in the car wash, that it felt like I was on a fucking roller coaster in the car wash. And then I remembered so many like kids shows and shit, like talking about taking the kids through the car wash and taking the dog through the car wash, and how they get excited and they get entertained and they can't believe it. And some of them freak out and they have anxiety. And I'm like, you're having an experience right now that most people have when they're 6. And I remember it was only a few hours ago. So I remember trying to convince myself that I wasn't having fun, that it wasn't exciting, that I wasn't enjoying myself, that I didn't have the thought to go and drive back around and do it again. I'm 46 years old. I was born in 1978. I remember when Ronald Reagan was president. And for a fleeting moment, if I wasn't so fucking hungry, because I was starving by that point, the cold cut trio and the PB&J from the fucking rest area only goes so far. If I wasn't so goddamn hungry, I would have driven right back around, probably paid for a cheaper option, like there was a $12 option. And I would have just gone through it again just to experience the fucking car wash. And it's retarded. Like it's for simpletons. It's for waterheads. And I was like, well, but you feel the way you feel. And you're naive about the shit that you're naive about. So you shouldn't hide from it. But that's not necessarily the case. Like, I don't mind telling you guys, like, part of me says, don't bring this up because this will be held against you in different ways moving throughout your life. Like, it's not just a cathartic moment between us. Like, you'll bring up how stupid I am. Like, if I try to speak empirically about something, or I try to speak with, from a place of credibility, it's like, hey, dumb shit. You didn't get your fucking truck washed until you're 46 years old. And there's no comeback from that. There's nothing I can say to you that'll make that okay. I shouldn't have told my wife. I called my wife immediately as I got out of the car wash. And I just told her that I'd done it. She said, "Oh, yeah, your truck was really dirty. Like, I'm glad you did that." I was like, "Can you keep a fucking secret?" And then I just let it fly. And I kind of regret that now. I kind of regret being as open and honest with her as I could have. And if Jim, you gave Jester so much crap for his kids liking the car wash. I trust me, JD. I know. I fucking know. I mean, my hypocrisy. Doc Holliday one time said his hypocrisy knows no bounds. My hypocrisy knows no bounds. I'm a hypocrite. I'm a fucking piece of shit. And I shouldn't be telling you now, because now Jimmy is a lying scumbag. But now anytime Jimmy says something, you can bring that up and use it against me. And you would be well within your rights to do so. The like button. Matt True 180 Daniel. Drunk AF. Maybe this is what we do. We just pick a weeknight where we let everybody that gets too drunk on weeknights get together and tell us how drunk they are. Like, I'm all for that. I got to get up and I have to be wheels up out of this hotel in 10 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Yo, the 3-name bandit is here. $3 fat tax. Oh, that's why I got the $6 fat tax for the super chat. Thank you, 3-name bandit. First of all, good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a fortnight. This is
Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving. Lay off me, I'm starving.
Oh boy, I tell you what. The fat taxes, they're on point tonight. Look at this. David G. Don't forget that Jim brought his kids to the car wash for entertainment. Look, man, I still think Jim is a stupid person. And God bless him, but he's probably raising, I won't say it because it's too mean. I get it. Trust me. All of this crossed my mind as I went through it. It sounds so stupid. Taking your kids multiple times to the car wash. They're laughing and pointing. They've tucked their top lip in underneath their fucking gum line. You guys know what this means. But Jesus fucking Christ, like I got to own up to it. I can't sit here and be a fraud. Let me go ahead and give a big, yeah. Oh, wait. Did we already get caught up on these? Oh, no, we didn't. Holy shit. First of all, Joe Azer, everything is forgiven. 100%. You have summoned Mr. Marbles to the stream with your Venmo, good sir.
Is someone there? Mr. Marbles.
Thank you, Joe Azer. I mean, that is very, very generous. You didn't need to Venmo me. I don't mind buying you. Azer's been threatening to buy a Wagyu fucking butter-soaked, tallow braised, goddamn $160 tomahawk fucking half of a fucking cow leg. But that is very kind, Joe. Thank you so much. And Andy Schonard wants to sponsor an episode. Andy, consider it done, my friend. Don't lose any hair about it.
The way I hear it, that thin-haired, light-in-a-loafer, loser Booker T-shirt is nothing more than a desk jockey.
Have I lost that much hair?
No. The answer is no. Thank you, Andy Schonard, and thank you to Joe Acer for hitting me on the Venmo. This is beautiful. You guys have been so supportive tonight. Really do appreciate you swinging through. Hey, fan of radio, can you let me know if we hit the goal? Did we hit the goal? Oh, boy. What's the rate for getting unblocked on Twitter? What did you get blocked for, Pierre Aguilar? If you Venmo me $20, I'll unblock you on Twitter. And by the way, no inflation. That was the price back when I was on the radio. So yeah, $20 to @chaddukes. Should get that done. And if you don't know, now you know. David, thank you. There's the Venmo, if you are so inclined, my friend. Look at this, man. The 3-name bandit. 2 bandits for the price of 1. There's just bandits everywhere. The bandits are both in the building. Look at this. Here's one 3-name bandit. Here's another 3-name bandit. These two guys, they've been with me since the jump. Thank you, 3-name bandits. And are you both going to enjoy the Founders Fiesta 4 dropping early on Friday? Wake up in the morning on Friday. Check your iTunes feed. I'm not going to make you wait till 2 o'clock to get that Founders Fiesta. I want you there. I want you experiencing it. There's some fun shit in there. Thank you, 3-name. Oh, and I take it back. Joe is a good guy, man. Mike from Don't Sleep, you're a good guy, too. I got so much business cooking with Mike from Don't Sleep. First thing I got to do is I got to teach him attack pattern alpha. We got to teach him that, and then we got to give him them banana tata. You threw them titties, they'd come right back to you. Holy shit. Raise your hand in the chat if you beat off the orchid from Killer Instinct. And I want honesty. I just admitted some really embarrassing shit in front of you on the internet, and that's never going to go away. It's never going to go away. Mike from Don't Sleep, thank you, bud. Joe is a good guy. Drinking Voodoo Rangers, did you see why you're at the beach? I did not. Silly Titans post. Yeah, Pierre, sometimes the shit happens. Just go ahead and send over the 20. We'll be clear, in the clear. Or, you could super chat here too. I don't give a fuck. Just fucking make some sort of acknowledgement that you enjoy my program and it's worth $1.99. Thank you. And thank you, Mike from Don't Sleep. I'm looking forward to the high roller dinner with you tomorrow, my friend. I will be there with bells on. I might even wear a jacket. Mike, this is not where we want to be. See, now I want everyone to pay attention to this. This is the behavior that I'm trying to discourage. We're not going to the bone zone. I don't want you to fuck every hoe. Looks like Bobby Nichols beat off the orchid from Killer Instinct. We should start a group. We really should start a group. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go piss. I'm going to leave the screen up. And then I will come back. And I think you guys, did they hit the goal timed out? But I'm sure the Venmos take you over. Although he didn't hit the goal? That's so sad. No, I was gonna do it anyway. Yeah, the Venmos definitely took us over. I mean, the Venmos are way better. I love super chats because they're interactive and I can put them up on the screen and we can go back and forth. But here it is. Okay, Pierre, you will be unblocked tonight, my friend, at chaddukes, and that's good for a full year. So if you want to get unblocked and then just speak horrible things to me for a full year, you can before I can block you again. It's the way that it goes. Thank you, buddy. I'll go over there and check that out tonight. Look at this. Ant-Man is in the fucking room. You're at the beach, have chocolate. You are at beach, have chocolate on my hoodie. Ant-Man, are you drunk or is this just your normal grammar? I am bringing you something back from the beach. I think you'll enjoy it. What does this mean? Bobby Nichols is going to hum the piss music for us. So, everybody hum. I'm going to go piss. I'm going to come back, and then I will give you the big reveal that I promised on Facebook, that I promised here, and that you all didn't hit on the goal. All right? So, Bobby, I've never put a Facebook comment up. Please come over to fucking YouTube and hit subscribe. It's free. Bobby Nichols, come over to YouTube right now, you motherfucker, and hit subscribe. Hit the bell. It's free. It's FREE. Facebook, the super secret supporter chat is nice, but YouTube can change your life. We're back in 2 shakes of a lion's tail. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Jesus, I am subscribed. All right, but thanks. Sorry. Oh, that's better. Yeah, bathroom breaks kick ass. Oh boy. Cheap ass Ant-Man couldn't spring $4.99 to fully type out the shit he wanted to say. Oh man, that's fun. All right. Oh, we lost 13 viewers since I went to go take a leak. Hit the like button. Getting all kinds of crazy fucking Facebook messages. I don't worry about these people. They don't concern me none. All right. Let me find what it is that I need to tell you all. And then, excuse me. Oh, I can tell you this. We only have one copy of the Scimitars left. Fucking epic goddamn record. Do me a favor. All of you that aren't buying this record, that's fine. I understand. $30 for music you've never heard of is a lot to ask for anybody. I think it's $26.99. Go to Spotify. Type in the Scimitars, and if you don't think it's a total fucking vibe, man, then don't worry about it. But I would be shocked, I say, if all of you didn't listen to that shit and say, wow, this fucking rocks. This is some great music to put on in the background and fucking groove. Of course, available at Scary Octopus Records. That is my record store that I started because I am a creative soul, and I love to be creative. And by creative, I mean sell things from other people that are creative. I'm into the whole scene, man. Go on over there. Our winter sale is still going on through the end of the month. You get a free Scary Octopus koozie, plus many of the records that are available are on sale. So go check it out. And there's one copy of the Scimitars left. We sold like 5 in the past couple of weeks because they fucking rock. So get that last one, and there's some good Elvis stuff and a whole bunch of bands that are better than the shit you're listening to, you pieces of fucking G. All right, very good. Very, very good. Ant-Man still here? Heavy Rider streaming Friday night after Solid Dudes. It's all right, Ant-Man. I'm repping. Right after the show. I think I'll try to end at 9. So the boys can have, there won't be as many drunks dropping off. Towards the end of Solid Dudes, some drunks drop off. So, Ant-Man, we'll try to get out of there right at 9 so you guys can have 9 to 9:30. And I've already told Lori Wagner and everybody that you guys will be hosting by yourselves. I won't be there to step on your toes. So enjoy. I'm looking forward to the show. I can't wait to see it. Test show tonight was a lot of fun. Where can I see that? Where can I see the test show? Mike from Don't Sleep wants to know if you're streaming from the Bone Zone, Ant-Man. That might not be a bad idea. If you guys stream from the Bone Zone on Friday nights, I think you could fucking get an audience. I think you could rip it up. Where's that test show? Let me see that. I want to do me a favor, Ant-Man. Send me over the test show, and then we will analyze that on Solid Dudes before you guys do your show. All right? I think that's the way to go. Okay. I think I said I only wanted to do 90 minutes tonight, but maybe we'll go a little over. You guys have been super generous, so maybe we'll go a little bit over tonight. I would watch that. Miguel, I would watch that shit too. I would fucking go nuts watching the test show. All right, are you ready? Hold on, let me fucking... Hold on. I need a timpani, and I need a flourish. Ant-Man, I'm sending you the link. Go downstairs, log on, jump in. Because I need a timpani and I need a flourish. I know you're not at the Outer Banks, and this is supposed to be an Outer Banks emergency pop-up stream. I think we can do it. I need a drum roll and I need a flourish, and I don't have either of those things in my media assets. Let me check. I could be wrong. No, I do have this. Do have that. I do have Monk and Ant-Man enjoying each other's company. So go down there, Ant-Man. I'll need you. I need you just as much as this guy needed to be thrown into the river by Goldberg. I don't know how Goldberg didn't catch a fucking charge. Like, do you know how close that motherfucker got to smashing his head on those rocks? You're going to go down? What does that mean? Come on, man. I'll make one of the Russians give you a blow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mike, I got to explain something to you. Anthony's not interested in that at all. Like, that is a motivating factor for you and me and some gentlemen in the stream. But for your guy, Anthony Pizza, that ain't something that's going to get him moving in the right direction. Oh, boy. All right, here's what I can do to set up this announcement. You guys ready? And then I'm going to need you to take, I need you guys to be apostles after this and to spread the fucking word. Not disciples, apostles. Take this and let people know, because I'm not going to fucking announce it again until it's time to announce it again. And that's not going to be till after the Scary Octopus show. I hope some of you are coming out to that February 22nd. Scary Octopus Records 1-year anniversary bash. It's going to be a hoot. Look at this, man. One half of the Heavy Riders. Hello, Ant-Man. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, Lord.
Around on StreamYard, and then I went upstairs. Mark is freaking out over this plane crash.
What plane crash?
A plane hit a Black Hawk helicopter at DCA, and they can't find the plane. And the helicopter.
They can't find the plane?
No, I think it went into like the water or something. I don't know. Mark had the news on, but he's like, well, I'm not going to say that here.
I believe you that something happened, but I don't believe your account of it. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm just telling you what I saw. A Black Hawk and a plane collided, and they don't know where the plane is.
How many beers have you had?
0, but there's still 2 empties from last Friday. I actually drank this water during the show.
Oh, come on. Put that in the, you guys have a recycling bin?
Yeah, I have a recycling bin. It's just on the other side of the bar.
Okay, put that in the recycling bin, please.
Yeah, I will.
No, Jesse James, I'm not saying that this shit didn't happen. I'm saying Anthony will get the details wrong and then broadcast them like they're the truth. And I'd like to avoid that on this channel.
That's why I stopped.
That's why, yeah. That's for the Heavy Riders. If you want to give out misinformation on the Heavy Riders, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Soroka is saying a plane and a helicopter crashed in the air, exploded. Oh, Jesus, that's fucking awful. When did that happen?
I don't know when it happened. It happened between about 45 minutes ago and now.
How could that happen while I'm on the air?
I don't know.
See, here's another problem I have is I trust Josh Soroka. I don't trust you and Biker Sean. You know that, right?
Yep. Is Biker Sean texting you about it too?
No, Josh Soroka has told Biker Sean when he's getting the money for the merch that he's sold. And I got to be honest with you, Ant-Man, it's not bad money. It's decent money for what you guys are. And it's more money than I've made selling my merch on Sticker Mule. So I'm a little fucking miffed, to be honest with you. Soroka says Sean has been told he's being paid on February 10th when the print house pay. You got to wait until the fucking host that you have decided to put your shirts on pay out everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Well, then how come Sean didn't know that?
Well, Sean thought it was like at the beginning of every month or something, which is kind of the beginning of every month.
Stephen Gray wants the link.
No, oh my God. Did you see that he's this drunk from 3 pints and 0 shots?
I don't believe him. I think he's drinking an entire fifth of fucking Smirnoff is what I think.
Yeah. Stephen, I mean, I drank 19 pints on Sunday and I wasn't as drunk as you.
No. Stephen drinks pints of fucking vodka. You drink pints of Miller Lite.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Soroka wants to know if he should go with you for the Heavy Riders merch. Because maybe Sean's too panicky, man. He's a panicky fucking Pete.
Maybe. Me and Josh, I'll shoot you a text message. I got your number, I think.
I have it on good authority that you guys sold 25 items out of your store.
Nice.
That sounds pretty good to me, dude.
Yeah, that's great. That's a lot more than I thought we would.
Well, then what's the fucking problem?
No, there's no problem.
I mean, I got a problem. I
think Sean is a panicky Pete. That's what I think it is. Although we did have fun.
So where is this video from? Because I got an announcement to make here, and I need you to help me make it. But
okay,
where is this? You did a test show tonight for the Heavy Riders. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah. I think Sean was going to post it on our YouTube.
Okay, when?
I don't know if he's going to do it after Friday or before.
I would do it after because you don't want to spoil what you guys are going to do on Friday.
Yeah.
But then it'll also help you get hours because you need to get your hours up.
Yeah, we plan on dropping one during the week and then doing a stream every Friday. So posting one every Wednesday and doing a stream every Friday or something along those lines.
Pierre said, I switched from Fox News to YouTube for the Outer Banks stream off of the crash coverage. All right. Well, I mean, I didn't want people to switch off crash coverage to this horse shit, but okay. I mean,
it's just a mile of red lights. They aren't showing anything.
Should we give, I mean, I can't give Stephen N. Gray the link for tonight because we're going to wrap up here in a second, but should we give him the link for Solid Dudes?
I think we should. I think it'll be now he'd have to be on a real short leash because I think he could get you banned.
Yeah, Steven, I gotta have your word that you're not gonna come in here and say all those words that I think you use in your average everyday life.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to have your finger on the button to yank him out of the stream.
I don't know that it's worth it, man. We might have to put a goal up on Friday. Like, we'd have to make it worth it before we bring him on because he's jeopardizing the sanctity of my fucking channel. Like, it's not a small deal.
Andy's gonna be obliterated.
Oh God. Now Mike from Don't Sleep wants the link. What the fuck is going on?
Oh my God.
Give me the link. I'm fucking housed.
God damn, it's Wednesday.
Dude, everyone's hammered. Here's what I know is that there's 145 people watching right now concurrently across the two sites, and 145 of them are hammered.
I mean, that's insane. DC Sports Mark, thanks for the $2. This pop-up stream is awesome.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Spread the word, please. We have fun over here. I can't seem to grow. It's just terrible. JD says 5 to 10 minutes of Gray like a segment. Look, JD, I appreciate that, but he could there's no dump button over here.
Yeah.
Like, what if he comes on here and just starts screaming the N-word? I mean, he's capable of anything.
Yeah, seriously.
What if he porn bombs me? What if he comes on and holds his phone up and there's analingus going on? What am I going to do?
Yeah, that'd be real rough. Maybe Steven can send us like a clip that you could play. Like that way you could watch it beforehand and then we could play it on the show.
If Steven gave me his word, I mean, he's been around long enough that I would hope to trust him, but he's so goddamn blackout drunk that I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, if you're 3 pints of vodka in, anything's bound to happen. Jeffrey McKenzie Smith, thanks for the $5 super chat. Solid Stevens. I had a solid Steven this morning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me give you a spoiler alert, man. I didn't have no solid Stevens when I got to the hotel today.
Oh, no. It's that truck stop PB&J.
I look, man, it was delicious. And then I went to that restaurant that we like, and they were closed. And then I went to the other restaurant and I had to get a bacon cheeseburger when I wanted a bison burger with arugula. And my fucking asshole exploded the second I got back.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
It ain't good, man.
No,
there's nothing good happening down here. Bobby Nichols says, I currently too am hammered. Thank you, Bobby. I don't know, man.
Rooster Cogburn, I'm not hammered. You're hammered.
No, I think you're hammered too, Rooster Cogburn.
Yeah. Do these guys not have to work Thursday?
I don't know. You don't, and I don't, apparently.
Yeah. But I mean, well, I got something to do tomorrow. I just don't know what yet.
I got a lot to do. First of all, I got to drive all the way back, and then I got to take your ass out for a steak for some reason. And then I got to I'm dropping a 4-hour show, and then I'm dropping a fucking stream, and then I've got to not be on I have to monitor the heavy riders to make sure that my brand extension is going okay.
I think you're going to be impressed. We've been doing a lot of work this week on it. I've watched so many hours and hours of skate videos.
Here's what I demand.
Yeah.
I demand that we debut the test show on this channel so I can use it as content. And I'll bring you and Stupid Sean on, and we will fucking sit here and we'll go through everything.
Well, I got to run that by my partner in crime, but I'm pretty sure we can.
No, you fucking don't, because he's lying about getting money from Josh Roca. He is savaging Josh Roca's name, who has been a loyal supporter for decades.
That's true. I never had any worries about Josh. I knew that he would know that the good Lord would know exactly what he's up to, and that it wouldn't be the wrath of me and Sean that he'd be dealing with.
Are you filibustering? Can you read the super chat, please?
Oh yeah, I was filibustering. Jennifer again, thanks for the $2 super chat. Yep, hammered. Loving Jesus Christ. Loving
Jennifer's
Jesus.
hammered too.
How is everybody? I don't understand.
$2 super chat seemed to be the way to let us know that their people are hammered. That seems to be the fucking
fat tax. And if you're hammered,
yeah, absolutely. All right, you ready for the big announcement, Ant-Man?
Oh yeah, you ready?
Well, hold on.
Oh.
I needed you in here because I don't have a timpani or a flourish, and I know that you are adept at doing both.
Yep.
You have some agency, by the way, over this announcement because you are going to be a part of it, and I think some of this stuff has come out in dribs and drabs. Over the drabs. Who's that skinny about tonight? Delby. I think this has come out in dribs and drabs a little bit, but I do believe this is the first time we've made a formal announcement. So without further delay. On March 22nd. Hold on, let me make sure that's right. Yes, thank God.
This is how the test show went. Wait, is this what we're doing?
Oh, yeah, I know, but I've been doing this my whole life. This is worse when I do it. On March 22nd, Making Toilet 2 drops. Dual CD exclusive episode. Not only is it Making Toilet 2, it's Making Toilet 2 Pacifico Pals edition, live from the Outer Banks.
Ugh.
That's why I'm here, to make this announcement. Fan of Radio tried to smoke it out earlier, Ant-Man, and he couldn't. But I drove down here just to let these motherfuckers know that the next Making Toilet will include audio. Now, the episode itself is going to be recorded from the Fortress of Solitudes, but the audio that we are analyzing itself will be recorded from the President's Day trip down here. Brian from Natural Red Catering, Biker Sean, Tony Pizza, Chad Dukes, Wesley. Yo, we're going to get Wesley the Barber's asshole on tape.
Ugh.
And Ant-Man was bullying Neil from Grand Slam Barbecue. He tried to back out of this shit, literally, and Ant-Man bullied him back into it. All he had to do is shake that quivering fucking love muffin.
Yep, told him I'd buy him a gin drink, and he was back in.
And not only that, but there will be a mystery shitter. A shitter that isn't down at the beach, a shitter that nobody knows the identity of but me. And we will have full analysis of the audio, and whomever actually guesses the person correctly wins a special prize, a very special prize.
Will that person be at when we make the recording?
No, because if they were there, Ant-Man, then you would know who it is.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
wouldn't you, Ant-Man?
Yeah, that is true. Damn, this is going to be tough. Identifying another man by his ass. It's gonna be rough. I don't know if I'd be happy if I got it right or just disgusted with myself.
Is the mystery shitter Rob Spiewak? Is the mystery shitter Rob Spiewak? Is it?
That would be something weird.
Is the mystery shitter John Cena? Is the mystery shitter John Cena? Hey. It better not be John Cena.
There could be some wild mystery shitters. I'm just going to say that now.
It would be great if it was the director guy. Tully, you are 0 for 2 today. Do you mean Dylan Narang? You're 0 for 2, Tully. You got to fucking reassess. Pull back and reconvene.
Yeah, maybe some of these guys need to sober the fuck up so they know what's going on.
Shit. Mystery shitter Sasquatch. Indeed, David Flaccoberry. Could it be the Great Falls Sasquatch? These are all very good guesses.
Yeah, but I feel like that one would be an easy one to figure out just because we've heard it so many times.
But Ant-Man, he was on the first CD. It would make perfect sense.
That's true. So
here's what I'm gonna tell you. It could be anybody. It could be one of us shitting twice. You don't know. The mystery shitter could be me shitting twice after eating different meals. That's how it could go.
So we're gonna really have to listen for your tell.
God damn it. I gotta figure out what my tell is. Motherfucker. March 22nd, Commonwealth Whole Goods. Making toilet 2. And here's what I'm gonna tell you right now. You greasy motherfucker. I don't know why I keep attacking you. Making toilet 1 sold out like that.
Yep.
Ant-Man, we didn't know. We didn't know if people would be too disgusted to even fucking consider picking up that episode.
Yep.
What happened was it's one of the fastest selling CDs we ever did.
And this time I'll be eating at Punta Cana before I record.
No. I didn't even think about that.
Dude.
What if we all go to Punta Cana? Because when I'm leaving it open to everyone that's coming down to the beach. There's some rules here. They are allowed to record themselves whenever they want down here, but it has to be on the beach strip. You know this, Ant-Man.
Yep.
People are arriving early. They're leaving early. People are coming and going at different times.
Yeah.
But we should plan a supper at Punta Cana.
It'll be, dude, so much queso fundido. Fucking
I can't even believe it.
Giant Pacificos, fucking meat and beans. And
Can you imagine?
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Ant-Man, it's Pacifico Pals edition. That is where the Pacifico Pals were fucking started.
Yes, that's why we got to do Punta Cana. It's going to be
Think
glorious.
about it. Do you know what I'm going to do to this toilet as soon as I get off this fucking stream? And I didn't even go to Punta Cana today.
You just had a cheeseburger. Andy and Petra, thanks for the $20 super chat. Working on a bath remodel at home and had more than a few beers this evening. It's always good to do while you're remodeling the bathroom.
Sure. Yeah, when you're in the middle of a demo, what you want to do is fucking crush 12 beers. That's how it usually goes well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy and Petra. I think he's probably the MVP tonight, I'd have to assume. Very generous with the super chats.
Fan of Radio, thanks for the $2 super chat. Reckoning shitting locationals.
Oh, reconning shitting
locationals. Reconning shitting locationals.
Yeah. Thank you, Fan of Radio. As well, you should.
Fan of Radio is probably shit in more parts of the country than anybody.
I am actually interested in knowing all the different places he shit. I'm still working on a YouTube stream for Fan of Radio where we just go over all the different semi-trucks. Aubrey Knight says BT. James and Marquis says Dear Unfortunate One. It could be Othman Bouchereb.
Oh,
couldn't it? His shits would probably be the worst. Have you seen them big green quivering thighs?
Yeah, they'd be real bad. All that camel.
What about his co-host, Chris Lynchbach?
Oh my God.
Don't act like he's not available.
He's available, and he would be more than willing to shit.
It's all on the table, all of it. And here's what you're going to need to understand is keep all of these people right there in your medulla oblongata, but then you're going to need to listen to it and say, who is capable of this misery?
Yep.
And if you're Monk, you're so fucking stupid, you couldn't even fucking identify your own shit last time.
He'll probably guess himself.
Yeah, he'll probably guess himself as the mystery shitter, knowing that he didn't record the audio.
Yes.
But it could be Monk, because Monk, now it should be said, hey man, Monk's not a part of this.
That's true. And he's in bad shape.
He's in bad shape. And his bowels are in bad shape. So Monk would actually be the you know what? I've said too much.
Yeah, he would be a great candidate.
Drab has done some ruin in a bathroom. It takes Drab 3 days to muster up a shit. Don't act like I haven't approached him.
That's disgusting. Drab and Dick need to get their shit together, literally. I mean, it's fucking the two of them are a disaster.
But wouldn't it be entertaining if it was Dick Smokehand who just let loose like a fucking tiny handful of rabbit food once every 3 months, and that's all that comes out of his butthole?
But you would know. It'd be like dropping pellets into the toilet.
Here's what I'm gonna tell people that are thinking they know who the guest shitter is. My arm is long, and I can reach back into the past, Ant-Man. I can reach back into the present. People that you think want nothing to do with me, you would be surprised how many people are okay with recording the sound of their own BM.
Big Dane, amen.
Don't say any more. I can't have you giving any more clues.
Jesus Christ, I'd be terrified to hear what he could muster up.
Can I offer you up just this? This is not concrete at all. This is a hypothetical example.
Okay.
This is what I'm capable of, and here's what I'm telling you: the amount of prep I've put into this. Man, I've prepped for this episode more than I've prepped for anything in my life. What if Dane already visited his family, and he went to the Freddy's next to the Hooters in Fairfax and recorded himself taking a shit?
That would be glorious.
Remember this? Just remember this moment, because there's only 124 people in here, and there's 500 people that are going to buy this CD.
And I'm going to forget by tomorrow.
Exactly. What if it's already?
That would be.
That is what you need. What if Othman Boucherib drove to his ex's house where he wrote the Dear Unfortunate one note, blew that toilet up, and recorded it? What if that is something that could happen?
The Dear Unfortunate one note was one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
I don't want to blow my smoke up here. I don't want to blow my spot up, Aiden. But what if I've spoken to Pastry Dan? And Pastry Dan recorded himself shitting. He didn't want to come back on the show, but he was willing to record himself taking a dump at Jimmy's buffet, and that's why I'm down here.
Yep, that would be impressive, especially because it's at Jimmy's and not in your house.
Well, Lord knows he's been shitting in my house the past few years.
Yeah, Mike from Don't Sleep, thanks for the $100 super chat. Hammered tax.
God damn, is that $100 super chat?
I mean, Mike is you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen Mike not hammered.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen him completely sober. I would have to agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him to where he's like coherent, but not hammered.
So that's $100 super chat, it man.
Yep.
I just, raise hell.
Raise hail, indeed. Let's get clean. Who are you texting right now? You're not trying to get inside information on who the secret phantom shitter is.
No, I was turning my YouTube off because it was on my phone, and my phone is beeping at me because it's gonna die.
What if the phantom shitter was Sean Coke? What if the phantom shitter was Sean Coke?
It'd be a disaster. What if Brian Rawrath fucking sent in $10 and said game on, queso fundido, and draft?
Oh God.
Oh my.
Thank God the house we've rented is big. I mean, it's gonna be there's several bathrooms.
And that's all gonna be on top of a big barrel of cheese balls. It's gonna be a fucking explosion.
I don't even know if I want to be a part of this CD anymore. Honestly, I'm so fucking disgusted at this point.
Jennifer Keenigan, thanks for the $5. Love the breaking news. Hammered or not, you keep me laughing. Appreciate all the content you provide.
How come the lady's so nice even though she's hammered and everybody else is a fucking disgusting pervert? Why is that the case?
Seriously, Stephen Gray is the worst.
He is terrible.
If he just shut one eye while he typed, he'd be fine.
Pat Reynolds said, wildcard Steve Pye, making toilet one hater, making toilet two.
That'd be interesting.
He barred us all from shitting in his house.
Yep, but you'd hear the click of the shotgun. Matt True Daniel, thanks for the $2 super chat. I don't fucking drunk. I have no idea what that says.
I think it's the song. I think it's the song that Angel sings. Go on, head like dying. That's that song that he sings when he does the fucking hater boy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
What if I contacted Kathy and Kathy is the phantom shitter?
Well, that would be atrocious.
Got this beat from DJ Grimy, and you know it's fuego, dog.